welcome back to Peniros Mind People. Now today we got to talk about Elon. It's been a little while since I spoke on Elon. We all know about the cars, Tesla, the Tesla cars, they got Autopilot on it and they can drive on its own and whatnot. So we're getting into that point in life where they're going to be relying a lot on machines, and slowly they're going to introduce it to you. Now, I've seen quite a few of them Teslas on the road. Some of them look nice, some of them look plain Jane, but I suppose it's all about the technology, right? Okay, now they're very fast cars as well, very quick. Have you ever asked yourself, like, can we trust this technology? Well, we all know we can't trust nothing, so there's the answer for that, But how do you feel, about putting your life under autopilot, and put your comments down below, Like, I've never been on the road before with autopilot, so that must feel kind of strange, like, because my whole thing is, if we don't traveling at certain speeds, my whole thing is I'd rather I be, responsible for the thing that's carrying or reaching those speeds, as soon as you take, your hands out of it and someone else has got their hands on your life, it becomes a bit different. It becomes very different. But, yeah, so, we got a lot of these machines being made now. You got the AI, it's supposed to be ready coming at the end of this year. I don't know if you lot have forgotten, but they said they're going to release them at the end of the year or early next year. So, these Tesla cars, I've had a few issues with them, a few accidents with them. I don't know if you've seen them, but let's take a look at a couple of them. Check this out.
Exposing a potentially fatal flaw in Tesla's Autopilot feature.
I drive up and down 101. I decided to test the subsection of the road where that Autopilot accident happened. So I took a quick video, or tried to actually, of that section of the road where 101 splits off into 85 on the left. And the results are kind of freaky. So it's not great because I low-key freaked out, but the car definitely starts swerving left without giving me any warnings right into that divider.
You can actually see the steering wheel turning left while the blue autopilot light is on. The driver in the video says he got scared and took the car out of autopilot as it was headed toward the divider. An engineering professor told our San Francisco station that the camera attached to the Tesla was having trouble seeing the lanes because they aren't marked clearly.
Chances are, if you own a Tesla in this country, this investigation may involve your car. We're talking about 765,000 cars on the road right now, and auto safety regulators are sounding the alarm. This morning, crashes like these are at the center of a massive auto safety investigation covering nearly every Tesla sold in this country since 2014, all because of that autopilot feature.
So you can clearly see, people, in that footage right there, it was an autopilot, and yes, the car was drifting to the left. You know what I mean? So what does that tell us? Like, just from watching those couple of videos and the situation that happened a few months ago, what does it tell us? It tells us that it's not working as you say it's working. You know what I mean? You have not tested your product properly, and it's not right that you use the people them as crash dummies. You know what I'm saying? For example, if you're saying that the autopilot ain't gonna work if there's no white lines, then and then you're also saying that there's not white lines on every road, then common sense of even a 10-year-old can tell you that that's dangerous. It's not going to work, because if you're on autopilot and you're driving down a street that has the lines and you lead off to a street that hasn't got the lines, you're going to end up somewhere else, right? So that's one thing as well. Now, this ain't the first time that man's seeing like some funny business in Elon's creations. You know what I mean? Now, who remembers the car that came out? Right, the car. I don't remember the name of it right now, but the latest Jeep thing or car thing he had come out, right? Now, anyone remember the press conference that you had about the car?
Show you what happens with normal car glass. Now I'll show you Tesla armor glass. Yeah. Yeah, Franz, could you try to break this glass, please? Sure? Yeah. Oh my fucking God. Well, maybe that was a little too hard.
I know like people them be looking up to these guys like, wow, yeah, Elon Musk, man. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's blasting rockets off. You know, because in your mind, you're thinking to yourself, yeah, if he can blast rockets off, then he can do these things and rah. No, that's not always the case, man. Like, blast rockets off to go where? But you can put a firework in the ground and put it in a bottle and lick it off and it'll go high up. Doesn't mean that they can do everything. Like, you're looking at these guys like they're Einsteins and some amazing professors. I'm not saying that he's not smart with his numbers and all them types of things there, but it doesn't mean that they can do everything at the same time. And obviously, like, there's some failure going on there, you know what I mean? Your car, and I haven't seen any of them on the road, and maybe that might be the reason why, because it's not really living up to the expectations. I know there was like a pre-order list and whatnot. I haven't seen anyone lately, you know, previewing that car. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe it's not out yet. But that was a fail. That was a fail. Yeah. And your Tesla cars are looking to be like, that's a fail as well. So that's 2 fails. Right? Now, we're not saying you're perfect, but these are things that you want people to pay a lot of money for and you want to release to the public, for the public to use on public roads and whatnot. And to hear that you're getting involved with the AI situation kind of makes me feel iffy too, because we're going to have the same group of people working on these robots that you're going to be putting in people's houses. Like, people think about that. Man couldn't even get Elon couldn't even get the autopilot working like prestigiously. So how are you going to get a whole full functioning robot working every day, and then you're going to get a certain amount of those because people are going to start buying them up and they're going to be on the grid? And how are you going to control that power and that energy? Do you understand what I'm trying to say, people? And then you got the car that failed as well. That failed. Not saying that the whole car failed, I'm just saying the presentation went kind of left for you. You know, it went kind of left for you. So I just wanted to talk about that, people. It's just something that I thought about when it comes to this Tesla autopilot things that the people are getting excited over. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even working properly. I know Mercedes have got the auto parking and whatnot. I'm not sure if any of them have got the actual the driving autopilot on there, but the Tesla's got it, and it's not really living up to. So people that might say like, yo, they might be like, yeah, but P, there's only been about 5 or between 0 to 10 crashes, but there shouldn't be any crashes on autopilot. If you're going to pull it out to the public, yeah, there shouldn't be any crashes at all. Simple as that. You know what I mean? So you can try to come with the excuse as well. You know, it wasn't on autopilot and whatnot, and there's been cases where obviously there was on autopilot, but then you see a man himself, you know, he had to turn the wheel quick. So don't get too excited, you know, over these things, you know, that these people like, because when you think about it, people, yeah, cruise control, that come out years ago. Years ago. You know what I mean? And we be looking at these companies like they got the big name, they got the big logo, they got the millionaire talking, the billionaire talking. We be thinking to ourselves, yeah, these people know what I go on, like, yeah, talking about blasting rockets into space and, you know what I mean, setting up Starlinks, all these things that we never even see with our own human eye, you know what I mean? Yeah, these guys are gassed, they're capping. But anyway, it's a little video I wanted to share with the people. Just think about it. These are the same people that were talking about they want to put robots in your house and they want AI running around. But they're also telling you that if AI gets too powerful, you know what I mean, it could take us over. And them man don't even know how to use autopilot. They can't even construct their proper autopilot. I tell you something though, you man that put that autopilot on that footage that I did see, and man was just sleeping in the car. Yeah, you're sick. Yeah, you're a sick man. You see, you're one of them guys. You see that man there? You put your life in a Tesla. Like, you put your life. I wouldn't advise that, people, you know. I wouldn't advise you to put on the autopilot and just be sleeping like these guys in the footage, yeah, in the car. You can't be putting your, see them type of people, them that do that. You're the ones that would definitely get all them extra robots and metal attached to your forehead and all them things there later on in the future. Metal arms and, yeah, like, yeah, give it to me. Let me try it. Let me try it. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's a little something I want to share, something you got to think about, man. They're the same people that want to set up everything. You know what I mean? Can't even get that right. Can't even get bulletproof flipping windows right. The hell? Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Peace.